Okay, Periscope people, I am back. I am so sorry. Hey, Janice. Okay, so we're talking about how to get your book started. One of the biggest questions I get is, Dr. Hairston, I've got a book I know I'm supposed to write, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get started. And, I want to help you to get going. And so I'm good, Terry. I had a great birthday last week, and we're looking forward to Valentine's week. Hey, Skylar. And I don't know. I don't think I have a Valentine this year. Y'all feel bad for me? I don't have a Valentine. Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to be all right. But anyway, I look forward to joining in with you guys and making sure that I give you great information on a daily basis if possible. So today I'm kind of going to go fast because I want to jump in and jump out. But I want to talk about questions that you need to answer before you start your book. This is really, really key because you need to know what you need to do, what you need to think about, and actually start writing out before you actually write the book. Okay? So, you shall see me on your birthday next week. Wonderful. Okay, I hope you're still there. So, yes. So here's the first question, and I guess I better talk before we get too far into this phone thing because it keeps going crazy. I'm going to turn it off. How about that? Nobody ever calls me in the middle of the day. Now everybody's calling me. Okay, there it is. It's off. So let's see. I'm coming back. Okay, so number one. Here's the biggest question that you need to ask when you're getting ready to write a book or thinking about writing a book. And that is this: what is my why? What is your why? Why are you writing a book? And why does that book connect with who you are? Because you know what, here's the deal. If your book is not authentically from you and people don't feel like this is something that is coming directly from you, this is an extension of your purpose, your passion, your who you are. If they don't feel that that's an extension, they will not support the book or buy the book or be interested in the book. Okay? So the first question that you must ask is, how does the why of your book connect with the why of your life? That's a good one. How does the why of your book connect with the why of your life? And yes, these are things you must write down. Yes. Now, here's my book that I have for all of you that are interested in books and are serious about publishing. You need to get this book. It's called The Ultimate Flight Plan to Self-Publishing Your Book. And yes, it is on my website, teresahairston.com. Hey, Von Seal. It's on my website and it's on Amazon. So you need to go get that right now. All right? Yeah, and sign up to stay connected with me. I finally got that thing fixed. Thank you for those of you who emailed me and told me it wasn't working. But it's fixed. So go to teresahairston.com. Sign up to be my friend, to be my person that I communicate with, one of my wonderful folks that I share information with. And it will really, really help you. So the first thing is, how does your book's why connect with your personal why? Number two, what is your message? What is the message of your book? Your book should have a message that resides with people: empowerment, inspiration, encouragement, comedy, how to, okay? Somebody should come out better from having read your book. All right. So I write books hopefully to inspire people, to inform people, to empower people, to give people stuff that they can learn to do. Okay. So how to write your book. That's why I wrote this book. So it tells you how to self-publish. Okay. So that's a how-to. And your message in your book should help somebody to be better after they read your book. Number three, why are you writing? And why are you documenting what you have to say? You know, a lot of times you read books and you say, wow, that wasn't a lot of information. Okay, sometimes we can have books that are very brief. You have to watch it because a lot of times your book is one-dimensional and your book needs to be multi-dimensional. So why are you writing? That book should give somebody, buoyancy, spiritual, information, intellectual information. So your book should have more than one dimension, all right? If you even are writing an exercise book or a nutritional book, it should have more that helps people than just get down and do crunches. Okay, what does this do for the mind? What does it do for the spirit? So all the things that you write, you should look at it from different dimensions, different perspectives, and make sure that your book is going to have a multiplicity of impact on people that read it. Okay, number 4. Why are you writing your book now? Okay, why is your book now being written now? Is it important now? Will people need this book now? You know, there's a big keto craze in the diet world now. And, you know, maybe if you're writing about how keto works or keto recipes or whatever, maybe that's something that people need right now. I'm not a keto girl, okay? But anyway, for those of you who have, you know, books that are relevant, that's what is important. Why is your book being written now? Number 5, what message does your book send that the world absolutely needs? Yeah, people don't buy what they don't need. So your book needs to send a message out that people actually need. All right? Make sure that it is something that when you run it by your girls or your guys, your friends, your peeps, that they're like, wow, yeah, this book is hot. Yeah, I would read that book. And if people around you, close to you, are honest with you, then they will tell you, yes, I will read it, or I will pick it up, I would buy it, or yeah, you may need to work on that a little more. You need to run that by some folks, yes, okay? And people who will tell you the truth. All right, number 6, how does your book intersect what you are currently doing? A lot of you out here are speakers, you're teachers, you're trainers. You are doing something that's important that people are grabbing hold to. You need a book because your book is your leave behind. Your book is not only just a revenue source for you online, but for where you go to speak, what you're doing in your ministry, what you're doing in your business, what you're doing even as worship leaders, Skylar. Yeah, you should have a book, and your book should really speak to those things that you're doing, and it should be even more expansive than what it is that you speak about. All right, so that's why your book demands your attention, that you sit down and really invest time to develop your book to be something excellent. And an excellent product stands up year after year, decade after decade. Okay, the next thing is, and this is let's see, number 7, why is your book relevant to the readers? Okay, your book is relevant to your life and what you've experienced, but it's also got to be relevant to your readers. Yeah, because if people can't find themselves in your book, then they won't buy it. Okay, so if I'm a single woman, a single mom that has raised kids, and I've started a business, and I've learned how to manage through all of those things, and then I say, okay, I'm going to write a book about how to do all that, and you decide, oh, that's me too, then it's relevant to you. But if I write a book about, you know, me living in my house and how I enjoy, you know, my 4 walls and all that, you can't find yourself in that, okay? That's just a crazy example, but you get what I mean, right? Okay, so your book has to be relevant to readers. Number 8, what is the description of your book? And it ought to be that famous thing, the elevator speech, okay? You ought to be able to describe what your book is about in a paragraph. Okay, so if you got to take somebody down the road and around the corner and over, you know, the hills and all of that, valleys, it's too long, okay? You need a description that you can write down that's a paragraph that you can say, here is what this book is about. And that paragraph really should help people to understand why they need to read it, why they would want to read it, okay? What is there that is going to interest them? All right, so that is important that you have a bite-sized description of your book. You should be able to write it and say it in one paragraph, what this book is about. Number 9, what makes your book unique? Yes, your book has to stand out in a crowd. Okay, so your book has to be something that people are like, wow, yes, I get it, you know? And the book has to be, of course, is going to have to be designed well. Colors make a difference. Design pictures make a difference. It should say what it is. But you know, your book needs to be unique on the inside too. What information are you giving people that connects with them and what they need? All right. And if your book is not going to be unique, guess what? It's going to get swept up into, oh yeah, I think I saw that you had a new book. Don't really remember because it didn't stand out. Okay. Your book has to be unique. And here's number 10. What makes your book marketable? Okay, your book has to be able to stand out on Amazon, to be something that people go to your website and buy, that people come to your book table when you're at the conference. Yeah, it has to be something that people are like, I love this book. And the book shouldn't always have to accompany you. Yes, it goes with you wherever you go, but it should be able to be something people latch onto, even if they just bought it in a bookstore. And you know what? Bookstore distribution is a good thing. It's a beautiful thing, but it's not always something that you can get. So you need to be able to tap into marketing mechanisms online. But your book has to be marketable. And when you put it online with other books, it should be unique. It should stand up in a crowd. It should be something that people remember. And you know what? You're going to have to market your book everywhere you go. And don't give up on your book. Okay? I don't care if it didn't sell but 10 copies the first year. Keep on marketing it. All right. And if you are out there and you're working on your first book, you need to really study the market. Make sure that you know what your competition is doing. And we're going to talk a little bit on my next scope about your competition, my next video on your competition and how to evaluate whether your book is going to be able to hang in there with your competition, or maybe you need to think about doing some other things with your book as you write it. Okay, so that's what I had to share with you today. 10 questions or 11 questions that you need to answer before you get started. And here's my final thing. And this is the question that everybody needs to answer. Are you really deliberate about your destiny and about your legacy being lived out in a written form? Okay, are you deliberate about your legacy being left in a written form? That is so important, because if you're not really deliberate and you're not really sure that this is something you want as a leave behind of your life, you won't finish your book. And I want you to finish your book. So you got to be determined. You got to have, as the old saints say, a made up mind. All right. So if you are really, really deliberate and determined and dedicated to it, then you'll do what it takes. Okay. And I want you to do what it takes. So hang in here with me. And here's what it takes. Go to my website, sign up today. Send this to somebody who says that they're serious about writing a book. There are 25 people that I'm going to help in 2019. And I've already got a list of them that have contacted me. And if you want to be on that list, you need to go to my website and sign up. And some of you have taken my online survey. Thank you so much. But if you haven't, go to my website. It's going to be up there today so that you can take my survey. But sign up and you'll get it in your email. All right. God bless. Have an amazing day. And tomorrow I'm going to be out looking for a Valentine. So I might not be with you tomorrow, but hey. All right. Have a blessed one.